Okay, let's talk about solving equations. So we're going to start with simple ones like this one. Negative 9x plus 7 equals 2x plus 18. And remember that we need to get all our x's on one side of the equal sign and all of our constants or non-x's on the other side. So we'll subtract 2x. And remember, an equation is a balanced teeter-totter. We have to do the same thing to one side of the equal sign that we do to the other. So that gives us negative 11x plus 7 equals, and this plus 2x minus 2x canceled, so it equals 18. Now we'll subtract 7 from each side, so negative 11x equals 11. And then finally, we want to isolate the x, so we divide by whatever is in front of the x, which in this case is negative 11, and x is going to be negative 1. Another example. This one involves distribution. Now, the most common mistake people make in distribution, you probably already know, they distribute only to the first number and not the second number too. So we have to make sure that we do both of those. I'm telling you now, this is a mistake, so really get it in your brain so you're not going to make it in the fall. So this will be 3 times b minus 3 times 6, which is 18, equals, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Distribute the negative 4 to both of those numbers. Negative 4b minus 8. Okay, now what? We need to get the b's on one side of the equal sign and the constants on the other. So we'll add 4b to each side. That makes 7b minus 18 equals 4b and minus 4b cancel, negative 8. Now we need to get all the constants on one side of the equal sign, so we'll add 18. 7b equals 10. And then just like we did in the last problem, divide by the quantity in front of the variable, which is 7. So b equals 10 over 7. You may write it like this as an improper fraction with the bigger number in the numerator, or you could write it as a mixed numbers being whole numbers and fractions added together, 1 and 3/7. Last example, distribution of fractions. Don't let fractions upset you just because they're fractions. This is just like last problem, except we've got a fraction in there, which should be nothing. All right, 1/3 times 3. What is a third of 3? So that's like 1 over 3 times 3 over 1, which is 1. X minus, what is a third of 9? 9 over 1 times 9 over, 1 over 3 times 9 over 1 is 9 over 3, which is 3, equals, what is a fourth of 8? 2x minus, what is a fourth of 12? So these are both over 1 again. 12 over 4 is 3. And now it's a problem like any other problem. Let's subtract the 2x. And of course, if you wanted to, you could have subtracted the x and moved it right. That's fine. We get negative x minus 3 equals negative 3. Add 3 to each side. Negative x equals 0. And now, you weren't asked to solve for negative x, you were asked to solve for x, so we divide by negative 1, which is the coefficient in front of the x, and x is 0.